Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome back to another video. I promised myself I was gonna make more positive videos here on the channel, especially when it's talking about Call of Duty Vanguard, because this game just has so many problems with it, you guys. It's absolutely insane how many bugs and glitches that are in this game that really need to be resolved. But for today, isn't really gonna be about the bugs and glitches that are within the game. It's actually going to be about the kill streaks and how I think they are dog shit. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Seriously though, you guys, the kill streaks in this game just feel really underwhelming to me. That's not to say that there are some kill streaks I really like using. They can definitely get you a lot of kills every time you use them, but they just feel underwhelming to me. They don't feel that exciting when I get to use them. And of course, they are most likely going to add more kill streaks in future seasons, which is totally to be expected because we did see that with Black Ops Cold War. Even though in Black Ops Cold War, before Season 1 came out, we already knew all the leaked kill streaks that were going to be coming on later in the game's life cycle. So they literally already made them and then just cut them later just to add them as quote-unquote content in the future. And I guarantee you the same thing's going to happen here with Vanguard. They already have these kill streaks made. They're just going to add them later in future seasons, which I just think is a really dumb idea, but it is what it is. And so I guess starting off with the kill streaks I really don't like in this game is starting off with the intel, which of course is only a 3 kill streak. And a lot of people were using this when the game first came out because it took like somewhere around like rank 20 you had to get a UAV. And so the thing about the intel kill streak, it's not bad. It's really good for like identifying where enemies are at, just kind of like in a close proximity. But the thing is, only you can see it. Your teammates don't see that ping coming off of you, which is why I don't like it, because it doesn't really represent teamwork in a way. I mean, for free-for-all, obviously, that I have no complaints. You know, you're by yourself. You're a one-man army. And so the intel perk is not really useful in the majority of game modes that we see here within Vanguard, and you never know if an enemy has it. Like, the announcer doesn't say, oh, enemy intel is activated or something like that, or maybe when you watch a kill cam you can't tell if that enemy has intel activated. It's really hard to tell anyway, and that's one of the reasons why I really don't like it. I mean, obviously it's good when you use it yourself, but that's it. It's a selfish type of kill streak. And then there's the care package, which is fine. Same with the emergency airdrop. You know, care packages, you know, they act the same as usual, except in this game they bounce around a lot, and especially when you call in an emergency airdrop, for some reason the care packages love to fly outside the map, and that is just extremely annoying, something I really don't like at all. Another thing I don't like is how the UAV and the counter UAV are in the same kill category, meaning that you can't acquire both of them in the same match, which I think is super dumb. I would love to use a UAV and a counter UAV and basically the same loadout essentially, and be able to call them in the same match. I mean, the only way for you to call in a UAV and a counter UAV in the same match is if you're using one of them as your kill streaks and using the care package as the other kill streak. Oh wait, you can't do that because the care package is also a 4 kill streak. What do you know? So yeah, pretty dumb. I mean, you could use the emergency airdrop, so that's the only other way I can think of. But yeah, that's something I really don't like. That's one disadvantage about the kill streak system we see in Call of Duty, is the fact that some kill streaks you can't have you can't acquire them the same time because they require the same amount of kills, and that's something I don't like compared to the score streak system. Another thing I don't really like is the mortar barrage. This is the most annoying kill streak in the game by far. I don't even have to show you guys gameplay on how annoying this actually is. Sure, obviously if an enemy calls it in, it can completely block off a path of the map and you cannot access it whatsoever, especially on DOS house. Like, it's basically an ultimate goal to throw a mortar barrage into the enemy spawn in DOS house, so that way enemies can't do anything about it. Same with shipment, you know, shipment domination. You can easily spawn trap people, and just by calling it in just one spot, and literally all the enemies just spawn in that one area where you threw that mortar barrage. Also, I don't like the fact that you have to throw a disc down instead of like pulling up a map or whatever to call it in. That's one thing I really don't like, and I can say the same thing about other kill streaks such as the strafing run and the fire bombing run. Now, don't get me wrong, I think these kill streaks are great. The strafing run I don't really think is that good. The fire bombing run is definitely really good, but the thing is, when you call them in, you have to take out a scope, like a spotter scope of some sort, and then call it in at a certain location, similar to what you see in Warzone and Modern Warfare's multiplayer, like the precision airstrike or the cluster strike. You have to hold some sort of like device to like call it in instead of pulling up a map or whatever and like be able to place it wherever you want. That's something I don't like. The strafing run back in World War II, you actually controlled the plane yourself and made it a lot easier to shoot down enemies, but that's not the case within Vanguard, and I don't understand why they're going with this route of like pulling up like some sort of like telescope or whatever, not telescope, but binoculars, I guess is the right word to use, and then call them in like wherever visual you're looking at, I guess, based on your first person perspective, not based on pulling up a mini map and then not mini map, but pulling up a map and then placing it wherever you want. I don't get that. Why can't we have that? It makes it so much easier. Same with the actual bombing run itself. The bombing run, you don't actually have to pull out a binoculars or a map or anything like that. They just randomly go over the map. There's 3 planes that go by. They drop bombs, but you don't know which way they're going towards. You don't know which area the bombs are going to be landing, so you might not get any kills because based on which way the planes are flying over. And of course, they can kill you, right? I mean, that's okay. I don't mind that your own bombs can kill you, but in hardcore mode, there's ricochet. So if those bombs could be going over a part of the map where there's no enemies, but your teammates are there, and so if that bombing run like basically blows up your teammates, they don't kill your teammates, instead they kill yourself because of the whole ricochet feature. And it's so freaking annoying, and I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it, you guys. So annoying. I don't know why it's like that. They really got to change that in hardcore at least, but yeah, that's something I really don't like. And then there's the War Machine, which I feel like this is just the worst version of the War Machine killstreak we've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. I don't know why it's so bad. I feel like each shot should be a lot more lethal than it should be, but I mean, it is only at a 5 kill streak, so I mean, I don't want to make it completely overpowered, whereas the Death Machine is definitely a lot better to use. And then there's the Attack Dog at 6 kills, the Attack Dog, I mean, it's just like the Attack Dog from Call of Duty Ghosts. I don't really have any gripes with it, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then, yeah, those are pretty much all the kill streaks that I just absolutely just despise in this game, and I named off a lot of them. I named off probably like 70% of the kill streaks in this game that I just genuinely don't like. Now, obviously, the UAV is something I run all the time. It's amazing. Of course, if you call 3 of them at the same time, you get kind of that local informants type, I guess, effect on your mini-map. But of course, if people are using Ghost, you still can't see them, which is, speaking of local informant, I think that is an amazing kill streak. Is basically an advanced UAV or Blackbird, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's an amazing kill streak. Can't be shot down, so once it's activated, the only way to counter it is really with a counter UAV, if anything. And then, of course, there's Attack Dogs, right? The actual Attack Dog kill streak at 10 kills. That is actually really good. I think they did buff it for the full game compared to the beta, and that's a kill streak I love using. Same with the Flame Knot. The Flame Knot is so badass. Being in a Juggernaut suit and just like burning people to death, I think is amazing. I love that. And then there's like the Glide Bomb, which I guess is okay. It's not something I really like using because most of the time I feel like I'm playing on maps that are indoors, so I can't really kill enemies, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, most of the kill streaks that I usually rock are the UAV, the local informants, and then maybe the Juggernaut, I don't know, the bombing run, I guess. The bombing run can get you a lot of kills, but playing hardcore really sucks because having that ricochet effect just is really annoying. And so I just like the fire bombing run, for example, I was really critical about how you have to pull up those binoculars and call it in that way instead of pulling up a map. You see, the thing is, even though that's the case, the fire bombing run is actually pretty good, but I don't like the fact you have to pull up these binoculars to actually call in these streaks instead of pulling up a map or actually going inside the fighter pilot itself and controlling it to where you can actually shoot enemies at a short period of time. And same with the mortar barrage. Why can't I just pull up a map and just like shoot down mortars in different parts of the map? I don't get why we can't do that. Instead, I have to throw down this disc, which sometimes it doesn't even let you throw it for some reason. And some of the reasons why it doesn't let you throw it is because it says you're in an indoor area when clearly I'm trying to throw it outside even though I'm inside. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense at all. I think the kill streaks are very underwhelming in this game. Like I said, we're probably going to get more in the future. But as of right now, how it stands, I am just like not all about it. Like, I mean, like I said, there's some that can definitely get you a lot of kills and can be really powerful once you do earn them, especially if you're playing on smaller maps like Shipment or Dot's House. But for the most part, I am just like really underwhelmed by these kill streaks. I think they could have done a lot better job, especially with the mortar barrage, the strafing run, and of course the firebombing run, even though the firebombing run is pretty good. But either way, I think I've talked long enough about these kill streaks. Let me know what you guys think about the kill streaks down below in the comment section. Do you guys think they're good? Do you think they're bad? Do you think they're okay? I love to hear what you guys have to say about it. And that's really it for the video. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with me outside of YouTube. And I shall catch you guys later.